Thanks everybody for coming this afternoon. My name is Paige Jacklett. I'm the communications manager at Sun Devil Athletics. Ray Anderson is going to start us off on this introductory press conference. So I'll toss it over to Ray.
Thank you, Paige, and welcome everyone. It is a special day for us at Sun Devil Athletics ASU. And so to start us off, Dr. Crow's been here a number of years, but he hadn't been here 25 years. And so he's never had the pleasure or the duty of introducing a women's head basketball coach here at Arizona State. Am I correct?
No, because Charli was here from 1900 until now.
And therefore, we felt it appropriate that our esteemed leader have the first opportunity to share in the joy of today. So, President Crow.
Well, thank you, Ray. It really is a great opportunity. As Ray said, Charli had been coach here for such a long time, done such a fantastic job. So following a person that has done so well is always a challenge. And so you got to find the right person. And Natasha Adair, with her coaching experience, her playing experience, all aspects of her life, her commitment to the student athlete, the total success of the student athlete, graduating everyone, competing to win the Pac-12, and there's some no slouch teams in the Pac-12 competing to be in the tournament every year, and taking Sun Devil women's basketball to the absolute highest level. We're at that level. We want to take the next step, which is to be competitive every year. And Natasha brings the drive, the spirit, the competitiveness, the edge, if you will, which I think is important to the student athlete experience. So we're very, very excited. I think we've got a great environment here at ASU, a great commitment to women's sports, all in, totally committed to making things work. And so we're very excited to take the next step and move in the next direction and move in the next pathway, if you will. Ray does a great job finding great coaches and moving these great coaches forward. So he has a way of spotting the best and bringing them in and making things happen. And athletics, as you all know, is complex. Student athletes are emerging adults, moving on with their lives as they're taking busy courses and degree programs while they're trying to compete at the Olympic level of sports, Olympic level athletes, Olympic level competition. And so it's just a tough environment, and Ray has really created for us an opportunity to find talent, move talent forward, and help our coaches be successful. So Natasha, we're really excited about you being here. Look forward to everything that you have to do. And I guess I'll say, a 25-year run is what we're looking for. So.
All right.
I've been here 20 years.
Let me add some comments. So when it was announced and Charli informed us that she was retiring after 25 years, we knew that we had a unique challenge on our hands. And so when I informed President Crow that in fact this was our situation, his encouragement to me was go get a great one for this program. Go get a great one that will take us back to A status with the potential to go to A+ status. And he instructed us to go get a premier coach with premier plus potential. Those were his instructions to me. And so I turned to our group of senior administrators and said, we need help. We're going to have to do this as a collective, because this is a big, big challenge. To follow Charli, we knew we needed someone who had experience, yet had our own tenacity to do things in a different way. And so I was able to call on my senior colleagues, Christina Wambacher, and Sandy Hatfield Club, and Jean Boyd, and Frank Ferrara, and then call up on Ken Lanfear and Dina Gardner-Smith, and then call on experienced colleagues that we trust, like Dr. Christine Wilkinson is here, and Linda Volstadt, and Don Bakke, to say you need to gather up all hands on deck because we have to get this right. And then we led an effort through Christina and others, and we went out and got external help because we needed expertise in the women's basketball space to help us get it right by getting the right candidates flushed out for us to consider. And so we turn to turnkey. And Katie Young Stout is not here, but she did a wonderful job working with our committee to get us a number of super qualified and very, very capable candidates for us to vet. And as we went through the process, and it was exhaustive and it was deliberate and it was complete, I can tell you one thing. When Natasha Adair was presented and then presented, and then we did our Zoom, and then we brought her to campus for a visit, it became very clear that the instructions I was given to get a great one, a premier one, was in our grasp. And so I am thankful and grateful to all of our committee members for all your help. It was really necessary to get this right. And so for the formal introduction of Coach Adair, I want to recognize Christina Wambacher. Christina spent years with women's basketball and with Charli as the DOBO, Director of Basketball Operations. And I was fortunate enough, how many years ago? 7, 8 years?
About 7.
To actually convince Christina that she should come work for administration. And so I had the pleasure of having Christina work as my right-hand person for 4 or 5 years. And it became very clear that she had so much more to do and offer to this department that she was then promoted to senior athletic director. And then a year and a half or 2 ago was promoted to our senior women's athletic director, because she deserved the opportunity and has done a splendid job. And so we're all very proud of Christina, but she led this effort. She is also our senior administrator on women's basketball. So who better to lead the charge? And one of the things that I really want our student athletes to understand is that Christina was the one who insisted from the get-go that she had to be in touch with you, had to get your input on terms of the profile, what were we looking for? And so Christina is very committed to this women's basketball program and hope that we will be doing this not for another 25 years.
Please.
So with that,
That's my hope too.
let me ask Christina to do the formal introduction of our coach.
Thank you. Thank you, Ray. Thank you, Dr. Crow, for your comments. And I couldn't be more excited to welcome and introduce our new women's head basketball coach. As Ray said, I'd like to thank our committee, our search committee, our consultants, all that helped with the national search. A strong competitive candidate pool has led us to a great fit for ASU women's basketball and Sun Devil athletics. I would also like to thank my friend, Charli Turner Thorne, for her 25 years of inspiration and an incredible foundation that she has built. Lastly, thank you to our women's basketball student athletes for trusting us, for your patience and your input over the past few weeks as we've conducted our search. I'm super excited to introduce Natasha Adair as our new Arizona State women's basketball head coach and welcome her family to Tempe. Natasha Adair, players call her Coach A. She's elevated every program that she has led, and with experience following long tenured successful coaches. She took her Delaware Blue Hens to back-to-back 20-win seasons and a trip to the NCAA tournament for the first time in nearly a decade. Coach Adair was named the 2021 Colonial Athletic Association Coach of the Year and was part of 2 USA basketball gold medals. Coach Adair's leadership extends well beyond the basketball court. Her teams excel in the classroom and in the community. Her ability to create a safe place for student athletes and find their voice is extraordinary, and she has been recognized as a game changer for social justice. With no further ado, it is my honor to introduce Arizona State University's newest head coach, Natasha Adair.
Well, thank you all. Thank you. President Crow, thank you. Vice President for Athletics, Ray Anderson, thank you. Christina, thank you. This is an amazing opportunity, and I'm excited. I'm honored just to have the distinction of leading this women's basketball program. I wouldn't be here with all the special people. The committee, you all have been outstanding ambassadors for the university. You all have told a story. Your longevity here speaks to the commitment. And I knew right away, once I left, that this was the place that I needed to be. The alignment, the vision, President Crow, just the innovation, Ray, the national brand. ASU is a place that everyone can call home. It's a place that you invest in and also a place that invests in you. And so this has just been a special moment for my family and I, and I'm truly excited and ready to get started. To Charli Turner Thorne, thank you. Thank you. She's laid the foundation for this program. And like Ray mentioned, the platform has been laid. Now we want to take it to a step further. But I would be remiss if I did not thank her and all the other people that came before her as well. As I take on this program, as I lead these young women, please know that I will lead with love. Okay? I will encourage them. I will inspire them. I'll encourage them to take risk. So then they know calculated risk, so they know what they can accomplish. I will be there every step of the way, encouraging them along their journey towards success. ASU fans and alumni, I can't wait for you all to see our team on the floor. We're going to dominate with defense. Okay, we're going to be relentless rebounders. Okay, we're going to push that ball in transition and we're going to score. We're going to put points on the board. We are going to score. But you know what? We're going to do it the right way. We're going to give up the good for the great shot. We're going to execute. We're going to value possessions. And they're going to have fun while they do it. Our formula is defend, rebound, run, and score in that order. And I'll say it again, defend, rebound, run, and score, okay? We want to make sure that whoever we play, they're uncomfortable. They're uncomfortable every step of the way. The Sun Devil to the players, okay? We talked briefly, but this is your program. This is your team. And you matter. This will be a player-led, coach-supported program. And we will get back to your why, and we will take it a step further. And so we will do this together. I cannot wait to get started. I cannot wait to get in the lab with you because there's so much that we want to do and so many things we want to accomplish. I cannot wait. I'm super excited. We came here to win. And when you think of the Sun Devil way, right, it's to win. But it's to play with passion, character first. We're going to serve. We're going to commit to our community. Okay, we're going to graduate our student athletes and we're going to prepare them for life. Okay, they are we're going to prepare them for life. ASU, I'm ready. Fans, alumni, players, supporters, it's time to go. It's time to get to work, right? Great, thank you. Thank you so much. ASU, let's go.
Okay, come on. Come on, Coach Crow, let's get up here. We'll sit down and open up for questions for Coach Adair.
Coach Jeff Metcalf. Can you just talk about the challenge of coming west because you've spent most of your career in the East, and especially as that relates to recruiting? And then also, I believe there's two other black head coaches in the Pac-12. Do you know either of them, and just the importance of this as a diversity hire in addition to everything else you bring to the table?
Absolutely. Well, I'll touch on the recruiting piece. Having been coaching now for almost 25 years, I wouldn't differentiate kind of coast. You know, I would call myself a global recruiter. And I have recruited players internationally. I've recruited players on the East Coast, Midwest, and now the West. Where I currently was, we had actually 2 players from Gilbert. And so I am very familiar with the talent across the board. So I don't see that as a challenge. And in regards to representation here in the Pac-12, and I do know Sharman Smith, I do know Adia Barnes, but I also know Corey Close. You know, I also know Tara Vanderveer. So I'm very familiar with the coaches in this league, next level coaches. And I will tell you, it's a community. Since I signed on to be the head women's basketball coach, my phone, everyone in the Pac-12 has reached out. And that speaks volumes for this conference, for the competitiveness, but also just who they are as people. Thank you.
I'm curious, what do you think you've learned from your past coaching experiences that have helped you land this job?
The biggest thing is you have to be an advocate for young people. As a coach, you're going to prepare them to compete. You're going to prepare them on game night, but you have to prepare them as young women. And every step of the way, every place that I've been, we were able to have success because we empowered our student athletes. So it's bigger than basketball. Obviously, the goal is to win, but you're going to win internally when you win with your student athletes.
Hey, Coach. Mark McClune, 3TV, CBS 5, Arizona's family over here. Congratulations. Welcome to town. Hey, I'm wondering if you can expand more on what they said about being a game changer for social justice and how you blend that with winning basketball games.
Well, when you empower your student athletes to use their voice, they become stronger as people. And I think that as student athletes and being a part of an athletic department, we're the doorstep to the community. And so we use our platform in a different way. We have different channels and avenues to get messaging out. And so as a women's basketball coach, it cannot just be about X's and O's. You have to empower them. And so that will just increase the product that you put on the floor. So it's really using your platform as a student athlete to bring about awareness and also impact change.
One more for you.
Okay.
Could you take us through the hiring process, what it was like, and kind of your thoughts and emotions when you realized this was going to be a done deal and you were coming to ASU?
Well, it was exciting. I was just talking to Christina about the word I would use is organized. Very, very organized, very detailed. You knew what you were getting here at ASU. The investment by all, the commitment by all. This is a destination job. This is a job that's for our student athlete, that promotes student athlete welfare. But ASU, when I stepped on campus, I was blown away of all the things that we can sell, all the people that are invested, not only in just athletics, but in the university, in the community. And so it's a holistic experience for our student athletes to be a part of. So I knew right away that if I had this opportunity, that, you know, it would mean everything to me.
Hi, Coach. Jenna Ortiz, Arizona Republic. Welcome. So you said you talked briefly with the players.
Mhm.
How did that go, and what were your first impressions of the team?
It was awesome. It was awesome. We talked about, we found out nicknames, right? Fun facts. Coach A. Just Coach A.
Coach A.
But you know, it was more about me just getting to know them and talking to them. And we obviously haven't gone in depth, but I wanted them to know that I'm here for them and that they came here to win, and we're going to work We're going to work our tails off, but we're going to have fun while we do it. And we're going to make sure that all their whys matter, and it'll be on display every time you see them play.
So I have for Ray and Christina, and then one for Natasha, for the two administrators. What was it that in the end, with this strong candidate pool that was presented to you, what was it about Natasha that stood out the most, that sort of put her at the top of the list? And then Natasha, you mentioned Tara. You're coming into a conference that has had a lot of success, a lot of Final Four appearances, not just Stanford, but other schools as well. So how do you feel about coming into that competitive environment?
Well, I'll take that one first. It's always great to be in good company. And so when you have a competitive conference, you can recruit the best student athletes to perform. And so it's great to talk about what we have here at ASU. But when you go into the house and you can sell the conference and competitive basketball night in and night out, who wouldn't want to be a part of that?
Christina, you want to take the first shot at Jeff's first part of Jeff's question, and then I'll follow you.
Yeah, I would say her player-led, coach supported was huge. Her culture, putting the student athlete and the human component first. We talked a lot about the modern student athlete and how times have changed since we played over time. And she really did. Her passion for this place, her passion to win, and just the family atmosphere that she has developed with her student athletes. We know she will here and grow that here.
Jeff, when we started out on this journey, as I said, President Crow and I agreed that this was going to be a really wonderful opportunity to try to move the program forward. We also knew that we had a very unique set of circumstances here. Our esteemed coach, Charli, had been here 25 years. And so I knew that to have someone who had experience, who would respect the past, yet not be intimidated by the 25 years, would be able to come in here and take the best of those circumstances and really move this program forward. And so as we went through our due diligence and became even more convinced that her experience at first Georgetown, following a 20-something year tenured head coach, and then likewise at Delaware, following in the footsteps of a coach who had been there 20 plus years. You put all that together with our holistic approach to what's this about, because ladies, it's just not about X's and O's in your basketball experience. It's about the whole experience here. We commit to you about a championship life experience here at ASU. And so when we factored all those things in, it became clear that one stood out amongst all of them, and that was Coach Adair. And that's what really was important, to recognize and be able to appreciate and respect what had been here for 25 years, but not be at all intimidated about knowing that there's appropriate changes to be made in her style going forward, and we were going to blast our way toward that. And that's why she's sitting here proudly next to me, I hope.
I am. Thank you.
Natasha, right here, Colin Harmon, ABC 15. Did you have any prior relationship with Charli? And did you have a conversation with her at any point kind of after you've been hired, and she give you any tips on where to start and, you know, taking this program to the next level?
Not yet, but she is on the contact list, but not as of yet.
Michael Barrett, Farmhead News. Natasha, first off, welcome. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Now you're following the legacy of Charli Turner Thorne, obviously, but how do you aid your own legacy?
Well, I think you come right in. You don't waste time. You know that this is a championship level program, but you put your stamp on it and how we build our culture and how we compete and how we work tirelessly every day, you know, in the gym, in the classroom, in the community. And so it's something that's not going to happen overnight. It's a process. But I think as long as you, like Ray said, respect the past and understand, okay, this is where we are, but moving forward, it'll be Coach A's way and what that means for our student athletes, what that means for our program, our fans. But it will be a process in taking a step day by day in how we want to play and how we want to perform and compete for national championships.
When you think of ASU basketball, what it is now, what it can become, what does that look like?
Well, now it's a winning tradition, you know, so that's not going to change. But now we want to take it a step further. We want to contend for a national championship. We want to get to the Final Four. We want to win national championships here. And so to be able to do that, the cupboard isn't there. Our student athletes are performers. They're exceptional student athletes, right? But again, we just have to now push a little harder in certain ways and work a little harder. And will that be a different style of play, different style of what we emphasize in practice? I'm sure it will be. But the mindset of our student athletes, they are here to win. And they're going to work and we're going to work together to keep moving that forward.